Hi, this is Aaron Wilson, Texans Insider for KPRC2. I'm in Phoenix at the Arizona Biltmore for the NFL Owners Meetings. We talk with DeMeco Ryans about a lot of topics, most notably the quarterback position. And he explained why they did not attend the pro days for Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, meaning him and Nick Caserio. They still sent their chief of scouting, James Lipford, and a couple of other scouting representatives. And they're going to bring in both those guys for visits, and they've also met with them at the NFL Scouting Combine. They felt like the best use of their time was to stay in Houston. You saw Nick Caserio scout the University of Houston Pro Day, and also went to SMU on one of the other pro days. So you look at how they're going about the scouting process. Not everyone has to do it the same way. The Carolina Panthers obviously sent a large delegation, included their owner and their general manager, their head coach, and really pretty much everybody that's a decision maker in the organization to those respective pro days. And they're going to do the same at the University of Florida. And so everybody has a different approach to scouting. Doesn't mean that they're not going to draft a quarterback or that they're leaning one way or another, or there's a lot of subterfuge. I don't think there's that much gamesmanship involved with what the Texans are doing. One thing that was clear from talking to DeMeco Ryans, has a lot of respect for Bryce Young, and he really downplayed the lack of size. It's all about leadership, and he's never seen size be a problem that affected Bryce Young in the ultra-competitive SEC. With the Texans, some of their personnel moves they've made of late, feels like they've gotten better on the line at both sides of the line of scrimmage by, one, extending Laramie Tunsil, $75 million deal. Other moves, Sheldon Rankins on the defensive line, and also getting Hassan Ridgeway. And then on offense, trading for Shaq Mason. I think that's going to be an important move. Upgrading at right guard from A.J. Cann. And they still obviously have some hole to fill at the center position, where Scott Quesenberry is the starting center for now. And you look at other moves he let us know about. Jimmy Ward will just play safety. No nickel, something he didn't like to do last year with the 49ers. He'll be a pure safety with the Texans. And you look at how they go forward. I think the Texans right now are a path where obviously they're focused on primarily the draft. Free agency is kind of wrapped up. They've had a very active free agency, adding like Devin Singletary, adding Dalton Schultz, and they're one of the more active teams in free agency in terms of volume. Haven't spent a lot of money on anybody individually. Probably the most expensive signing was Robert Woods, and they're expecting him to help make up for trading Brandon Cooks. Still a team I expect to look at the wide receiver position heavily, and I expect the Texans to add wide receiver, quarterback, and to continue to look at the linebacker spot where they got Denzel Perryman. I expect the Texans to be one of these teams that may draft all 12 of the picks they have currently in their arsenal.